With these hot summer months upon us, nothing beats an ice cold beverage of your choice, but with all that heat, you need something to keep them cool, like ice cubes. Who would have thought? So today we have the Free Village portable countertop ice maker weighing in at just under 17 pounds. It's gonna be able to make your summer dreams come true. Ice cold beverages whenever you want. Now the cool thing about this ice maker is that it can actually start making ice in about 6 minutes. You can have 9 ice cubes ready to go for a nice cold drink. You can choose large or small ice cubes depending on what you're trying to cool down with the ice cubes. And it can actually make 26 pounds of ice in a 24-hour period with a 150 watt compressor. So with that being said, let's open up this box and start making some ice because it's hot outside. It's like 110 degrees right now as I'm talking to you right now, and that's pretty crazy. Everything's packaged inside very securely, including a user manual and the ice maker itself. Down on the bottom, we actually do have a drain plug that you can pop open if you need to quickly drain this without having to tip it over. You of course want to make sure you have this thing sealed when you're actually using it for ice, otherwise you're gonna make a mess. It actually also has a self-cleaning mode, so it actually keeps your ice and water very clean, so that way you don't have to worry about drinking dirty ice, because nobody wants that. That'll ruin your whole summer, trust me. As you can see, we do have a pretty good length of a power cable, so that way you don't have to be hugging a wall outlet in order to use this thing. Over here on the side, we do have a fan here to keep the compressor nice and cool while it's working its magic. If we pop open the top right here, we do have some more accessories inside, including an ice scoop, so you can easily get the ice out without using your dirty hands, as well as a little bucket here to catch the ice and keep it separate from the half-gallon capacity water reservoir. One of the cool things about this design is as the ice melts, the ice will just melt back into here so it can make ice again with the same water, so that way you're not wasting anything. It's really a very simple design. Half-gallon water capacity down at the bottom, ice up here on the top, and it'll melt back through. Now with that being said, let's get this thing plugged into some power. Now that we have power, we can see the options all up on the top, and as you can see, it's a very simple process to make some ice. You just simply turn it on and off and also clean it with this. It says we need to add water because it's empty and the sensor detected that. It'll let you know when the ice is full. So that means it'll stop making ice. It lets you know that we have power and it's powered on. If you turn it off, it's flashing while it's in standby mode. And then you can also select small and large cubes, but of course you do need water in here first. Making ice with this thing is actually foolproof. Just add water, press the button, and wait for ice. Crazy, I can't believe it. Now with all that being said, I got everything washed and clean, so now I'm gonna start pouring in a half a gallon of water to see how well this thing can actually make ice. Now remember, like I said, this can make about 26 pounds of ice in a 24-hour period. Now one thing I did realize as I was looking at this thing is it doesn't have the capacity to hold 26 pounds of ice, but it will make it. So for example, you're gonna have to use some of the ice and it'll constantly make it, and if you keep using it and using it and using it, in a 24-hour period you'll have 26 pounds of ice you went through. So now that we got this filled up with water, we'll get this thing closed, and now we'll start making some ice. So we'll turn this thing on. It's powered, we have large and small. You can easily toggle between the two. I'm gonna just leave it on large. It's starting to drain the water, as you can see, into ice trays so it can make some ice. Look at that. Pretty cool watching this happen in real time. Now the fan is spinning and the compressor is active, so pretty soon we will have ice. All right, so as you guys saw, the process is very easy. Water, button, and wait. So in about 6 minutes, we should start having about 9 ice cubes ready to go, and I'll check back with you when it's ready. Ice is ready, look at that. 6 minutes and we already have 9 ice cubes ready to go. Look at those bullet ice cubes right there. It's draining more water, about to make even more ice. Second batch of ice is ready to go. Look at that, coming on down. It's gonna tip it on over. There we go, more ice, draining more water to make even more, and look at those cubes, looking fantastic. All right, y'all, it's been about an hour since we started making ice, and this thing has finally finished. As you can see, it says ice is full, so it's letting us know, and when we take a look inside, we do have a ton of ice cubes here, ready to go, looking very nice. So without further ado, I got a glass right here, got the scooper, let's test out the ice. Let's just reach inside and load them in our glass. As you can see, now that we did remove some of the ice, it's actually gonna start making more ice, so we always have ice being made once it gets emptied. Now to really put this to the test, I got some room temperature water here. Let's see how well it can cool it down. Cheers. Not gonna lie, did not expect it to be that cold, but the ice is still here. It did melt a bit because we added room temperature water to it, but the ice cubes are still here and the water is cold. Wow, did a very good job. This ice maker is actually very impressive. Now, as far as the actual noise level, the fan is very quiet. You can hear it, of course, when it's working, but it's not too loud and it's definitely not gonna be an issue. The only other thing you can hear is once it dumps the ice into the tray so you can grab it, you can hear it, falling in there. It's like, but that's obviously to be expected. Now, the build quality of this thing is amazing. It did make ice in the first 6 minutes. We had 9 pieces ready to go, and it constantly made more ice every 9 minutes very quickly until it loaded up. It did a very good job. The ice cubes are solid, very cold, and make any warm beverage that much more delicious.